shit I've been through. You keep trying to make it seem like it's fake.
It is a story,
so it don't hurt your image. So you fix your image, but that shit really happened. And ain't nothing in the world that can stop all them. Myself, girl, stop it. Nothing in the world can stop all them years that I spent alone all by myself. What are you talking about? Nothing about that shit is fake. You keep trying to give me the lies of these people to try to fix that image just for yourself. You just want to fix your image. You being selfish. Now all that shit really happened. And I love you to death, but there's nothing in the world that's gonna get me to say that all that shit was fake, girl. That shit was real. I think I've really been through it, nigga. Half no problems that I'm going through now is because of that shit.
I will say this much. I will say this much. I will say this. Greedy lies about a lot of stuff. I believe he's telling the truth about what he's saying about his mother. One thing about him with that story is obviously there's things that he says that aren't the truth. But one thing about him, I truly believe he's telling I think he's telling the truth about that. I do. I don't think that has ever changed. I don't think that has ever changed. So I'm going to give him that. Yeah, and even if it's not all true, the fact that he's sitting on live telling his mother, again, stop making it about you, and she's literally talking about God and all the same thing. That's why I had to read her earlier. We can't blame our child life and how we do as grown-ups. That's an excuse. Absolutely, but I don't think he's doing that. I think he's just saying, Mom, acknowledge the fact of the hurt that I'm having and stop making it about you. Sometimes as a parent, you just need to listen. You need to shut up and you need to listen. There are times where there are times now as an adult where I had to tell my mom, can you just hear what I'm saying? My mom used to always feed to me. Can we get 2K? Let me just say this before I read this article to y'all. My mom traumatized me. I'm going to be honest with y'all, and there's something y'all don't know about me. My mom traumatized me because my real father's a crackhead. And she used to say to me all the time, I'm going to sweat the comments because this is just me being vulnerable with you guys. She used to say to me, I used to be 3, 4, 5 years old, and my mom used to always scream, well, why is your father not paying child support? Well, maybe if your daddy paid child support. Do you know how traumatizing that is for a 3, 4, 5-year-old who doesn't even know what to think about their father? Hearing their mom be like, well, your dad doesn't pay child support. You being a child, like, I want to go see my dad. Oh, your dad's a crackhead. He's stupid. He isn't even 8, 9 years old, 10 years old. Do you know that fucks with your head? I had to tell my mom now as an adult, like 3 or 4 years ago, and I said, can you just shut up and can you just listen? Can you shut the fuck up and listen to me? Your dad. Because he did whatever he did to her. She took that trauma out on me as a child. And that affected me even as an adult now. Because I was resentful because I didn't get to know who my dad was, even though he is a crackhead because of my mom. So I had to tell my mom, can you just listen and hear that I'm telling you that I was traumatized as a child because of what you said to me growing up. Because I didn't get to know my dad. I didn't get to figure out my dad because you already put a bad image in my head of my dad because of what you guys were going through. Up until an adult. I'm not